your characters relate, like sort of how, like, yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny that you should ask that, because before Funimation had even licensed this show, it wasn't even licensed yet, it was just an awesome show, and Caitlin called me one day and said, you have to see this show. I'm in love with this show, and she gave me a disc of like the first, or no, it was Son that gave me this disc of like the first 8 episodes. And I watched it, and I'm like, wow, this is really funny. And I immediately kind of thought that this Tamaki character was really kind of neat. He played the piano, and he was just kind of, you know, dorky, cute kind of a guy. And Caitlin said to me, you are Tamaki. You are him. And I thought, well, how sweet. I'm watching you. You did it. You're the awkward turtle. I thought you said that I reminded, the character reminded you a lot of, very much of me. Well, when I started watching it, I thought, oh, how wonderful, you know, he's romantic, and he plays the piano, and he this and that, and I thought, how sweet that reminds her of me. And then, of course, Tamaki flips out into a little ball of emotion into the corner, and just kind of loses, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Which part reminds you of me? So I really fell in love with the character early on, before it was even licensed, before the show was even licensed, and was just very, very grateful to get the chance to play it, because it's one of the few characters that I knew anything about. Okay. Hello, baby. Hold on a minute. Oh my. You want to tell me?
I'm Victor's cousin.
And I have not seen this cousin in
30 years, I don't know.
Decades. Hello there.
Caitlin and I were worried. We're like, what's going on? What's going on? This is the last moment we're going to see Nikolai. We're all going to share this moment. We're like, what's going on?
I know. Anyway, so it was one of the few shows that I knew anything about before I started recording it, and I just fell in love with it early on, and was really glad to get to play the character.
Well, I can be sappy, but I think it is a good answer. I was lucky enough to receive lots of parental love and support from both of my parents, at least while both of them were around. My father has passed away. It's been a little while. But I just like, I related to the love and support of her, you know, her daughter, and the corroborate, oh my God, it's so early for me. The camaraderie they had as a group, and love and protection.
Tell him you did dress up as Ron today.
I did.
I feel sorry for the people that didn't get to see that, because we had so much fun. We're like, you're not doing that over here.
Yeah. During the cast announcement, I was the extra special bonus prize.
Yeah, really good calves.
Yeah. Wig, dress, 5 o'clock shadow.
For me, I guess it's just that, see, I don't have siblings, so I can't relate from that door shut. But I guess I relate from the sense that, let's see, well,
you guys both talk.
We both talk. I'm totally, I know when a dude's good looking. I can tell, that's a handsome dude. That's a strapping young man. Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando, I'm like, he's fit. So I can recognize it. So I guess we relate in that sense, too. So, yeah.
Thank you, Todd. How do I relate to Haruki? I think well, not her whole life, but most of the life that she knows, she comes from a single-parent home. That's how I grew up, so I know what it's like. to have to take care of yourself and be pretty independent at an early age, so I immediately related to her in that respect. No siblings, also me. Gosh, you know, she's kind of in her own world. And I think we've all felt that way at some point in our lives. Whatever it is that we're pursuing, nobody else really gets it except you. Sometimes I feel that way, so I could definitely relate to her in that regard. But gosh, she was just so much fun to be. Every day I got to be her. It was just wonderful. I love to spend time with her. And then I think I started to talk like her. I even started to dress like her. I did. She wears that outfit with the pink dress over pants. I think that was like my outfit, my go-to.
You did wear that for a while.
Yeah. And not on purpose, it just sort of happened. So we have morphed together. I love that.
I relate to the twins on so many levels. I think, and you can ask Caitlin, I never auditioned for any other role except for the role of Kaudu. I had a friend who was a fan of the show, and she said, you really love the twins. And I was like, why is that? She's like, they're total troublemakers. And I was like, and why do you think I would like to play the troublemaker? I like the twins, and I can relate specifically to Kaudu in the fact that in spite of how practical joke playing and mischievous the twins can be, he also likes to be the person that, you know, Haruhi or anyone else can come to and just, he's like very zen, which I'm not very zen in real life. But he's a very loyal friend, in spite of the fact that, much like Johnny Obash, he loves to play a good joke now and then. So, but yeah, I like that he's got a duality of both the like little practical jokey kid and pretty serious guy. I do have a brother who's not my twin, and we do not kiss each other because that would be effing weird. But my brother and I have always been very close friends, and so I do relate to the fact that sometimes he and Hikaru feel like they only have each other. Luckily, we had parents that were around, and we didn't have a maid that stole from us. But I like that they have a bond that even at the age that they are, like 16, 17, that they can still be friends and still be cool with each other. And I have had pink hair, just like Kaudu was saying.
Yo, so I'm like a big fan of your show. I think it's awesome, amazing, tastic, delicious. Thank you. But I'd like to ask, if you as voice actors could change any of Ouran, who would end up together? And I'm talking Yaoi.
I'm afraid to give my answer.
Yeah.
How would we change the outcome? Like the outcome?
Yeah, like who ends up together, you know?
Who would end up together? Like, so what are your favorite fan pairings? How would you make it happen?
You know, like, I got blamed for saying I thought Kaudu was gay. Somebody wrote to me and they're like, if you read the manga, he gets a girlfriend. And I was like, it's a manga. It's okay. I can make him gay in my mind. That's the nice thing about reading. You can end it your own way. I'm kind of like Caitlin. I would hate to say anybody necessarily ended up with anybody else because that's kind of up to you to, like, make up your own ending. But Kaudu would find a tall, dark, handsome... Anyway.
Not ended. That's how I would have ended Ouran. Not be over. Yeah, it seems we're just. I feel that at the end of, well, the end of what we know is the end of Ouran. It ended. But hey, so did Full Metal Alchemist, and look where we are now. Okay, so I'm holding out hope. Anyway, I feel like how did he spend those episodes of the season learning how just to be herself, how to be Haruhi, how to have friends, how to exist, how to coexist with other people and not just continually be focused on her one goal. She needs to stop and enjoy her life. So everyone's always asking me, who should Haruhi be with? What do you think? Who does she like the best? And based on the information that's given me in the anime alone, she's not even ready to make that kind kind of decision, or even no. We would need a whole other season for that maturity.